Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing well. I am filming my June favorites today, and let's just kick it off by talking about lip products, because I will say if there was a category that I was loving this month, it was lip products. And then I was just all about the red. Now if I wasn't wearing red, I was wearing a nude, but for the most part I wore red all month. I just feel like red makes me feel super powerful, and for whatever reason I just needed that this month. So I do have quite a few reds to talk to you about that I feel like I just wore and loved, and they're actually almost all liquid lipsticks. That was another favorite for me this month in general, just liquid lipsticks. I feel like I'm just exploring them more, enjoying them more, and kind of just going at my own pace, and I like that. So the first red I want to go ahead and mention, though, is actually not a liquid lipstick, and this is one of my favorite lines of lipsticks ever, in just period. I can't even say in the drugstore ever, and it's the Maybelline Loaded Bold lipsticks. They're the ones that come in that deeper blue packaging that I think is really pretty, and this color right here is called 795 Smokin' Red. This is what that looks like. And it is, girl, let me show you this. Oh, just pigmentation out of this world. This is the lipstick that I was actually wearing in my last two book review videos. And I just think that's so gorgeous. And it's a deeper red, so I think a lot of people would like that. I know some people who don't like wearing bright reds. That used to be me too, but I'm just all for reds these days. So then another red that I was wearing a ton this month is the Too Faced Melted Matte liquid lipstick in the shade, what is this name? How did I forget this? Lady Boss. It's called Lady Boss. And this is a bit brighter. I wouldn't say it's the brightest. I would say this is a very true red. I'm trying to do a big enough swatch so that you guys can see it. So that one right there is the Too Faced liquid lipstick in Lady Boss. As you can see, it's brighter than this smoking red over here, which is a lot deeper, a little bit even like berry in it. And then another red that I was loving this month is the Maybelline liquid catsuit matte lipstick from Wet n Wild in Missy and Fierce. Give you a big swatch of that. And as you can see, I almost think this is a red that has like a little bit of pink in it or something. So that's the Wet n Wild red right there that I was wearing. And then the red that I'm wearing today, I'll still swatch it for you. This is the Smashbox Always On liquid lipstick in Disorderly. I love this formula from Smashbox as well. Let's see if I can. And as you can see, it's a bit deeper. So there's that one right there. And as you can see, I got a nice little spectrum of red lipstick, but I have just been in a red mood. Like I said, it makes me feel powerful, and I've just been enjoying that a ton. Also, sticking with the red train, I have red nail polish on my toes right now. I'm actually wearing OPI's, what's it called? Oh my gosh. Big City Red? No, Big Apple Red? Big Apple Red? I think it's what it's called. I'll have it in the description box. But the color that I've been wearing on my nails a ton, I actually don't have it on today because I took it off so that I could redo them because they were just old and raggedy looking, is this Wet n Wild Mega Last nail polish. And I read a good book. If you look back at my last couple videos, I had this on in there. Like I said, red was a thing with me this month. I really like the Mega Last nail polishes. I find this color to be very almost a dupe for the OPI nail polish, because when I got my toes done with the OPI one, I actually went to the shop and got a pedicure, but I painted my nails myself, and this is what I used, and they were so close, like almost identical. So I feel like they looked nearly identical to me. So I've been enjoying that as well. And then I just want to just touch on this again. I know I'm always talking about this, but this is my favorite foundation. It really is. If I'm just going to be honest, this is my favorite. This is the Lancome Teint Idole Ultra 24-Hour Foundation. It's the foundation I'm wearing today. I just feel like this foundation can do no wrong in my eyes. I didn't even think that I would truly enjoy this because I have dry skin now, but honestly, it still works for me. It still works for me. And I just find for this foundation to have nice coverage, to me I think it's a solid medium coverage, but to me for it to have such nice coverage, I find that it just looks so skin-like. at the same time. I'm not saying it's like the most natural foundation in the world. I'm not saying that, but it's not going to be, if you're familiar with like Estee Lauder Double Wear or something like that, you know, like those are super full coverage foundations, and you can, you know, you have on makeup. And I just feel like with this, my skin just looks even out, but I don't feel like you could necessarily know for sure. Like, did she get on foundation? Or is her skin just that good? You know, so I just really like that, and I've been wearing this every day. And I find that initially I was like, oh, this would be like a special occasion foundation, or I'm going out foundation, but it's become my everyday foundation. I love that it has a pump and it has a glass bottle. Now typically I'm not one that's crazy about glass bottles, one because I'm clumsy, and two, I just find them harder to travel with. But honestly, for this foundation, I will do it for this foundation. So I really like it. I find that I can pull it off on my dry skin as well. Most times I do wear a hydrating primer up under it, but I've also found that I can wear my NYX Angel Veil primer. Look, I'm stuttering. I need to stop filming late at night. And it still looks just as good. So I really love that. And then going along with complexion products, the next thing I want to go ahead and bring up, which I don't know if I've put this in a favorites video. I don't know why, but I'm not sure if it's been in a favorites video, but this is the Sephora Bright Future Gel Serum Concealer. I'm actually basically out of this concealer. I'm like scrubbing the sides of my tube. So I need to go on Sephora and just purchase another one of these concealers. If you're wondering, I have it in the shade 13 Cream Caramel. This is so good. Now I have tried quite a few of these like gel serum type concealers since my skin has become dry, and I gotta tell you that most of them have left me a little underwhelmed. There were a couple that I'm like, okay, you're okay, and then there were a couple I just really didn't like. This is the first one that I have loved. I started to think that I just really was not a fan of that gel serum type concealer business, but honestly, no, I think it's really in the formula, because it is a gel serum. I think that you have to have the right balance of having it feel a little bit more, almost, I feel like this one is almost just like a little bit soothing, but at the same time it's extremely creamy, but it's very buildable. My problem with these type of concealers is I find that a lot of them just sit on top of the skin and you just notice them, and they never really like mesh into the skin, if that makes sense. But with this one, I find that it really does just blend out beautifully, and the coverage on this is nice. It can be built up. This is not a full coverage concealer by any means, probably a medium coverage concealer, but you can build it up a little bit more, or you can sheer it out a little bit more and wear it a little bit lighter if you want to. So I really like it. And if you're wondering, because I always wonder, this is what the applicator looks like. Let's see if I can show you that. I probably don't even need to do that actually with my new camera, but that's what the applicator looks like. Oh, and let me give you a swatch of that, just in case you're wondering. I'm going to give you a big enough swatch that you can get an idea of the color. Okay. So that's what it looks like right there. I hope you can see it. And I find it to be just a little bit brightening up under my eyes. I might even get another color that's a little bit lighter than this for when I really want to highlight, but on a day-to-day, I don't do super dramatic. I don't really do dramatic highlighting typically, but sometimes I do like a little bit of lightness and brightness up under it, especially somebody who wears glasses. But I find this to just look really nice up under the eyes, and I am wearing this today as well. And then a couple other things that I want to mention. The next one is the Majestic's Pure Cosmeticals Jojoba Oil, 100% pure and natural. First off, I just want to say in general, I really like the Majestic's Pure Cosmeticals line of oils. Now, jojoba oil is not something that's new to me. I've tried their jojoba oil and also their argan oil. Highly recommend both. Jojoba oil just works really well for me. I find that my skin likes it, my hair likes it. You know, I can use it on my face with no problems, and jojoba oil has a lot of really nice benefits for the skin as well. So I really enjoyed it. I just find that my hair is looking better and feeling better. My hair is a little bit damaged, like I just wasn't taking care of it as well as I should. So next month I'm gonna go and get some of it trimmed off because I really need to. But I find that this is also really just helping with the health of my hair. I was adding it to my deep conditioners. I was using it to seal in the moisture in my hair every week, and I was also using it on my body with body butters or with lotions, or just by itself when I got out the shower, and I've liked it all of those different ways. And then the other thing that I have in my hand that I wanted to mention is oh, there we go, is a perfume. Now, I'm a huge fan of the regular Viva La Juicy. It is one of my top 5 favorite perfumes of all time. But one of my coworkers was actually wearing this, and she walked by me and I was like, what do you have on? And she told me it was the Viva La Juicy Fleur, and I immediately bought it. I think like the next day I went back to work and picked it up, and it smells so good. If you're familiar with regular Viva La Juicy, I would say this one is sweeter, which I'm not normally super crazy about extremely sweet scents, but there's something else to it that I feel like cuts the sweetness a little bit, but it's still sweet. But it also just smells really feminine, and yeah, I don't know, when I smell it I just think of spring. I just think of like tank top, shorts, hair in a bun, and spring. That's what I think about. So I would say if you're a fan of the regular Viva La Juicy line, or if it sounds like something you would like, I'm sorry you guys, I don't know the notes for this. If I find them, I will put them in the description box for you. I would just say smell it. I also am just always a proponent of taking it and spraying it on maybe your wrist and just letting it sit while you shop around, and then see how it mixes with your body chemistry. On me, this is soft, but it's also just a tad bit fresh, and I love that, and I think it smells really good on me. So I have been enjoying it. I will say though that it's not the longest wearing. This is probably a perfume that does not last the longest on me, probably about 5 or 6 hours, and then I need to touch it up. So I'm surprised that I love it as much as I do because it's not long wearing, because I really have low tolerance for perfumes that's not long wearing. But the scent just smells so juicy that I'm gonna repurchase it. Yeah, I've used a ton of it, so I really enjoyed that. And then another thing I wanted to mention is this Nugg lip mask. Now, I showed this in my Chatty Target haul, and it's literally just a white cream. It smells a little minty. It smells good, but you just take it and you put it on your lips. And I do it before bed, or sometimes when I sit down to do my makeup after I've exfoliated my lips. I will put this mask on my lips just a little bit, and then I'll let that sit while I put on my primer and all of that, and I go ahead and do the rest of my makeup, and then I'll wipe the rest of it off, and then I just go ahead and apply my lip product. And I just find that this leaves the lips so soft but so intensely hydrated, and I love it so much. So I wanted to mention that. And let me clean off my hands, you guys, so that I can show you the last thing, because I don't want to get lipstick all over my clothes. Alright, you guys, so I'm back. I got my hand cleaned off, which is great because I have 2 other things to show you. The next thing I have to show you is the e.l.f. Prism eyeshadow palette in Naked. I know I've talked about this before, but this palette is just so beautiful. It's probably my favorite Naked type eyeshadow palette when I want that naked or barely there eyeshadow look, or like a really soft eyeshadow look, because the colors are just so beautiful. I just feel like this palette can truly hang with any palette in terms of pigmentation and everything. It's just so beautiful. Let's see if I don't know if you guys can even see that, because some of the colors are just like close to my skin tone, but they are just so beautiful. And I just love this eyeshadow palette when I want to do a more natural or neutral eyeshadow look. So I just think the colors look so beautiful. And I know you might look at the colors and think, oh, those are super boring or something like that, but honestly, it's really more about the finished effect on the eye. You get what I'm saying? Because the finished effect on the eye is just, I mean, it's really beautiful just every time. I haven't done a look with this palette that I don't like. And this palette is also all like shimmer shades, and I don't even mind that because I just put it together. I got like tissue all over me. I just put it with a matte eyeshadow palette, and it's just beautiful. I love this palette so much. So I wanted to mention this. I feel like it's been a while since I mentioned it, but this is always a favorite, so know that, always a favorite. And then the final thing I want to mention is just the t-shirt that I'm wearing, in as well as a couple other t-shirts. The last favorite, I just feel like for months on end, probably all year honestly, if you really look at my channel, is I have just been loving men's t-shirts. Like, I just feel like men's have some of the best t-shirts, and at my job there's always sales on like their basic tees or their graphic tees. This is where I got the Lion King one from. Another one that you guys have seen on the channel, and you will see some more because I love this shirt, is this shirt right here, and it says Squad Goals, and it's so cute. I love it. So that one, and then this one, my mom used to love Charlie Brown, so I find that whenever I find a Charlie Brown shirt, I just want them. I want them all. So that one, and they're just so soft and so comfortable. And I'm just finding that when I'm not at work, I just want to be comfortable. Like some jeans and a t-shirt, or some leggings, like I have one today, and a t-shirt, and I just want to be comfortable. I also want to get some more of like these regular, like basic ones. This one is a purple basic one. I don't know if the videos are up, but I filmed in this one as well. So I just love them, and they're so soft. And this one right here is by the brand Urban Pipeline. If you have a Kohl's near you, feel the Urban Pipeline men t-shirts and tell me they are not some of the softest clouds that you have ever felt in your life, because I'm telling you, they are. So those are all of my favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed this favorites video. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you have any favorites that you've been loving, please let me know down in the I always say description box. No, please let me know down in the comment section, as well as if you've tried any of these favorites, or if you think you might try any of these favorites. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.